What's up, Latin Wealth Club? Welcome back to another Latin Wealth Club podcast. This is your host, MP, and behind the scenes,
AZ.
And today we're going to talk about building routines and eliminating distractions. You see, now that we talked about setting unrealistic goals, the reality of entrepreneurship, what would happen when you're pursuing these goals, and building discipline, we're going to have to talk about building these routines, right? We're 1 week in to our weekly goals. So this means that you should have at least a small amount of routine going on, right? Whether it's waking up in the morning, getting some workouts in, maybe working on a side hustle, researching that side hustle. You know, you're building a routine so that way you're working towards your goals like a staircase, little by little, day by day. Now, when we talked about this off camera, AZ brought up a really good point. He was telling me that he has a very difficult time maintaining a routine. Can you speak more about that, bro?
You just have to throw in the very difficult.
It was very, I mean, you told me you have a hard time.
You see how he puts me on the spot, everybody? God damn.
Hey, the truth don't hurt.
Hurt me.
It hurts you?
No, yeah.
Anyways.
So, I would say just maintaining and sticking to a routine would probably be, I think for a lot of people, it's a huge problem for them.
Okay. Now, I got a question for you. Would you say it's more of your little bitch voice stopping you from that routine or comfort?
That's a good question. So I would say definitely, I would probably have to say a little bit of both, right? So I can explain it to you like this. So if I have a goal for the day or I have a routine, right, for the whole day, right? If, let's say, something happens throughout the day where I can't finish the routine of my day, right?
So life happens.
A
car accident, flat tire, or something.
Whatever, yeah. Even if it's as simple as like, I gotta go pick up somebody from the airport. You know.
But you would know that in advance.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of throws off the whole day because.
Well, it depends, right? So if you have something like that where it's scheduled.
Yeah.
You should know how to pivot for that day.
Definitely.
You should know how to work around it.
No, yeah, but
obviously, like, unexpected things.
That's what I'm talking about more. And where it's kind of like, let's say, you know, by the end of the day, you haven't done everything. I haven't done anything that I wanted to do. The next day, I almost feel unmotivated to continue doing that just because I had 1 day of not completing that routine.
So you're saying like you were going all gas, and because you let go of the pedal, it's hard to press that pedal back down.
That's a good way.
Okay, so I would say, right, am I, you know, to answer that for you on how you could defeat that would be, hey, this day was shit. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow we restart and we work and we're hitting the goal tomorrow. Hey, if I feel good by the end of the day tomorrow, I'm going to put in a little bit of overtime to make up for what I missed yesterday.
Yeah. And thankfully, I think recently, you know, these past couple of years, I've been pretty good about that, right?
Yeah.
So just remembering that every day is just...
It's a new day, and because it's a new day, it's the same goal.
Yeah.
But it's a new day to work towards that goal.
And then what you guys have to remember is nobody's watching.
It's just you.
It's just you.
And you have to remember that these goals, if it's a 6-month goal, if it's a 1-year goal, if it's a 2-year goal, a 3-year goal, you owe it to your future self. You owe it to yourself in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You owe it to that person. So see it as debt. See it as you're paying it back towards your future self every single day.
That's a good, yeah. I like that.
You know, you have to see it as I owe it to my future self. My future self is, you know, they're expecting me to be that person in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They're expecting me to do that. And I know my capability. I know my potential. And if you're working every day, and you feel like you're not giving your full potential, do a little extra. You could tweak. You could improve. You could mess with the routine a little bit so that way you could achieve and maybe take a little bit of time off, or maybe where you can squeeze in more time to achieve more, to improve that goal. To, you know, if it's a small goal, hey, you know what? Now I can do a little bit more. Let's add a little bit to it. Let's challenge myself, because throughout this journey, you're gonna realize that you're gonna have to challenge yourself. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not doing anything in reality. You know?
And you make a good point, and I think people have a tough time challenging themselves because, I mean, you know, if you think about it as you were raised, I mean, you were sort of challenged, but you never really went out to find a challenge.
That's true.
And I feel like that's where people mess up a lot. And when people try to start something, it's almost like when they walked into that challenge, there's no need for them to finish it.
You know what, too, is you have to see it as me versus me.
Yeah.
Today, I'm better than what I was yesterday.
Yep.
You know, every day you should be improving a little bit, just a little bit. Hey, you're starting to read a book, read a couple extra pages. Something, you know, you have to improve this routine. Now, by improving this routine, right, by tweaking it, by now wanting more and more and more, you have to eliminate distractions. Right. And I know for our generation, and maybe a lot of people in this modern day age, they have a very high addictive relationship with social media. You know, and it's very unfortunate that, you know, social media has us kind of by the throats, a lot of us. AC, do you have any, like, personal experiences with any social media?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think everybody has their own story, and I think everybody's pretty captivated. I mean, it's almost like you have to be. It's almost like there's no way to live without being on social media, it almost seems like.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see it that way?
Almost, yeah.
I can go without, bro.
Yeah. No, I think you can go without. But it's almost like if you want to be part of, like, you know, the just being, even when you're at work, right? Like, I don't really have a job like that where I have coworkers, you know.
Yeah.
But when I did, it was almost like, yeah, like everybody wants to stay connected. Everybody.
Well, you know what? You're very right. Because when I was working at Big Nick's, everyone was on social media.
Yep.
And it's like, not that you're in everyone's business.
Yeah.
But you're there.
No, yeah, and it's like, that's what I'm saying, where it's almost like you kind of have to, and it's not about being connected because that's great, but where now it's like you now have the access to what they want you to see, which is the reels, the stuff that keeps you on.
Keeps you on. I know, like, with me, bro, like, it's Instagram. My personal Instagram. And currently, and I've done this in the past, as I deactivate it. I just go ghost for months. Is there, like, a social media that you have, like, a very challenging time getting off?
Absolutely. TikTok, man.
TikTok.
I think a lot of people have.
You're fucking with the ops, bro.
Absolutely.
Dude, did you see all the news that's coming upon with everything? With China and the U.S. and all that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God. You guys need to stay tuned for Bruising News the end of every month. Available only on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. So make sure you guys are checking that out because it looks like we're going to have a great talk, bro. The credit, mortgage rates, everything. You know, hey, but I got to save it for later, bro. I have to save it for later. So going back to the distractions, you're saying you get very distracted with TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me ask you. What are some steps you could take to getting off TikTok?
Well, of course, there's just flat out deleting it, right? But for some people, I mean, a lot of people have their business on there, and it's a must for them to have it because that's where they promote. And dude, TikTok is almost free promotion for businesses. Of course, you get one good video and it hits. Oh, yeah. You know, people know you. A lot of people watch. A lot of people know your name now because of one video on TikTok. And it's just the craziest thing to me when I see that. Because I'll see one video and I'll remember that person when it comes on my feed again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how good, I'm telling you, that's how good it is. It just the algorithm. The algorithm just keeps feeding.
But, I mean, it also learns what you're doing and stuff like that.
You know, at the end of the day, it's a robot. It's just going to learn what you want to see, right? Yeah. So, yeah, but I would say that one thing that helped me a lot that I found out relatively recently is you're able to disable some apps on your iPhone. They have an option where you can go to your settings and just limit the time that you want on social media or any app. You can just put, I want no more than 3 hours a day on social media. And then once you hit those 3 hours a day, it'll lock it. But the one caveat to that is that there's an option you just hit continue or whatever it says, and then it says 15 more minutes or ignore for the rest of the day.
So here's the thing. That's that at that point, bro, you're just dealing with the little bitch voice. And if you've been listening to Latin Wealth Club, you should understand how to talk to it. Now, if you're still not there, it's totally understandable. It's a very hard time for a lot of people. I know I had a hard time when I was first starting out. Have you started like talking back and saying fuck you to your little bitch voice?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the past couple of years I have been, man. I think it's necessary to be able to do anything, really.
So I want to ask you, what are some tips? But I'm going to give my tips first. And I think when it comes to dealing with your little bitch voice, right, and eliminating distractions, I think the best way to see it, like I said, is you owe it to your future self. Before you ever heard that, what were you doing to like kind of owe it to your future self in a sense?
Well, for me, when to deal with the bitch voice, right?
Yeah.
I did think a little bit about the future, but it's hard for me, it was hard to see the future because I wasn't really in that mindset, right, before. Now, I'm a little older now. I'm not saying I'm, in my 40s or anything, but I see I get the advantages of having that mindset. And I think it's absolutely necessary to have that mindset to be able to really succeed, because it just seems like people who don't have that type of mindset, it's, it never really appears for them. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, let's be real, bro. If you have this mindset between the ages of like 12, like I think that's where it might start. Like, right, preteens is where you could start building that up. But just to be more realistic, 18 to like 28, if you have this mindset, you're technically the 1%.
Okay, I hope so.
No, you are, bro. Okay, look around us. Mm-hmm. Look at around 18 to 28-year-olds right now. Look around them. How many of them actually have discipline, are doing routines, and are eliminating distractions?
I would say
out of the people personally. No need to name names, nothing. Just out of what you're visualizing, out of what you're observing.
Well, personally, yeah. It's not too many people. In my, there's a couple of them though that they get after it for sure.
Están concentrados.
Yeah, they definitely get after it. But a lot of them, I definitely see what you're saying, and that's where I can see the difference, right?
That's where you see like being a 1% and stuff like that. But it's just mindset, right?
Yeah, of course, it's all about the mindset.
And I think too, when it comes to eliminating distractions, other than social media, video games, right? Maybe that friend that just always wants to go out and spend money. Sometimes they're not going to see eye to eye. Mm-hmm. Understandable. But don't allow them to knock you off your path. Don't allow them to, that's not life getting in the way. That's someone else allowing you, determining what you do for that day.
Yep.
I would say it's better to, hey, bro, let's hang out. After what I do what I got to do. Your priority is your goal. You owe it to your future self. You're in debt with your future self. If you're not seeing it that way, you're never really going to succeed to that goal, unfortunately.
Definitely going to be difficult.
And I think it's very difficult in the Latino community with parents, because a lot of parents won't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Because they're like, ¿por qué trabajas mucho? Mijo, disfruta la vida, no todos de trabajar. Pero a veces no entienden. And it's very unfortunate that they don't understand.
It's sad, man.
It sucks, bro, because I had to deal with it. I'm not sure if you had to, but other than dealing with my little bitch voice and some friends, my parents, telling me to take a day off. And sometimes, and it's very unfortunate, my parents didn't really understand until they started seeing the results.
Right.
Like I said in past podcasts, prove them the fuck wrong. Show them who the fuck you are.
Yep. You got to remember, after the day ends, you'll never get it back.
That's true.
Today will be
in the past.
Yep.
Gone.
What's today?
It's
April 27th. You never get April 27th at 2023 back ever again.
No.
Today will be the only time.
But today, they're listening on May 1st.
They are, yeah. That's completely fine. It still applies.
Monday, baby. Monday.
May 1st, Monday. That will be the last day that you will ever have. Monday, May 20. What is it, 23rd or whatever? 2023. That would be.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying. You will never get this time back.
Man, you guys gotta roast Daisy for that one.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, we understand.
You get what I'm saying.
We understand your gibberish.
Yes, thank you. You can decode.
So look, bro, we could both agree that building a routine and maintaining a routine is the key.
Yeah.
And eliminating distractions for that routine is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any finishing words that you may have, AZ? Because you've been out. Hey, if you've noticed, if you stick to the end, you've noticed that AZ always has a couple of words at the end. He said, "Wait, hold on, bro."
What? One good thing I heard, man, recently,
Yeah.
that I really like, that I think applies to a lot of stuff. What's the heaviest weight at the gym?
What's the heaviest? The 45-pound dumbbell.
The front door. Yep.
Mm,
And I think
I
that
love
applies
it.
for a lot of stuff.
I love
applies
it.
for so many things, and I think that's something that I like to keep in my mind.
Okay, but how about a better one?
Go ahead.
How about getting off your bed? Instead of the front door, going to the gym is getting off your bed in the morning to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest battle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because if you're going to the gym at like 4 a.m, for example,
Yeah.
you're going to be tired.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the little bitch voice, the tired little bitch voice is the worst. The 5 more minutes. Just snooze it, bro.
Yeah.
That one is killer. That one is killer. And then the thing about it is that it doesn't stop there. Because once you get to the gym and now you face the front door and you walk in the front door,
Yep.
you're in there yawning.
Yeah, of course. It's not until you
And
start.
have you ever been to the gym early in the morning and you're lifting, right? You're lifting, and you go, why the fuck am I here?
No.
It's too early for this. That's never happened to you?
Once I start moving the weights, bro.
Oh, you
I'm
get in the
telling
zone?
you, man, that the heaviest weight for me is that front door, bro.
Okay, so for me, depends. Depends if I have my headphones. If I have my headphones, full blast. No one's stopping me. Untouchable. Bulletproof. If I have my music, bulletproof. But if I have no music and I'm in there just listening to the fucking radio, I'm like, yeah, it's time to go home.
Just your demons. You're just listening to your demons. It's
Yeah,
just
the
you.
demons come out, bro. The demons come out when there's no music, bro.
Just you
I
and
have
the
to have my
demons,
music.
man. And I hate listening to that fucking the radio that they got.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. But this is the end of the podcast, guys. All money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated. And we'll see you on the next one. We'll let the outro play and make sure to pay the fee.